I'm going to buzz through the slideshow portion of this. I've already got this online. I'll share it with you guys. See if there's a link or something in it, just refer back to it. We don't want to take that time. I'm going to blaze through this because we're going to jump into YouTube channel. Because if you haven't been in lately, it's changed a lot. There are a lot of new dynamics that could definitely interrupt your process. I'm all about developing a process that's repeatable so that it's easy and simple and fast. So I try to work with businesses when it comes to video. What's the absolute bare bones, simplest way that you can create a video on the fly? Because if you have a very cumbersome process, you get to a place where you just don't do it because it takes too much time. And for some of you, would you maybe agree that it's a little bit intimidating, creating video and doing things with it? Okay. So what else keeps you from making video? Let's just assume that's one of those, or is that your primary reason that you're not using video?
Maybe not having the right equipment.
Equipment, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's trepidation as much as it is when you put something out there.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it looks professional and it has all the things, and you don't want to hear any of this looks sloppy. Or...
That's awesome. So let's talk about this, guys. What is the consumer's expectation when it comes to your video?
That it'd be quick and easy.
Okay. So the viewer, what is their expectation of your video?
Depends on what they're looking for.
Okay.
Getting something out of it.
Okay.
When they get to the point quick.
So the masses.
You want to look good to them.
The masses, however, are viewing your content on YouTube, and the expectations for them is substantially lower than yours. So I ran into this with a client, and they're in a third revision of a video that was good enough the first time. They communicated what they wanted to communicate in a clear and concise way, and it was optimized to accomplish what they set out to do. But, bells and whistles and shiny, and so we get so caught up in the process that we don't really see the value of creating it. Okay, go back and do it again another time with another idea, but move forward. Now, I'm not saying be sloppy, don't get me wrong, but there are a few things that are critical for video. One, not like we're doing today, is that you make sure you're mic'd. That's one of the more critical things, and we'll cover some more of that. So, I'm super clicky with my finger today. Too fast. 115 million views for the campaign ads. Only 5 million or so came from Facebook. So where do the rest of those come from? YouTube, other channels of such, okay? 400 million views a day on YouTube mobile. So on the phone, people watching videos while they're waiting for the dentist, the doctor, whatever. Video campaigns that launched before the Super Bowl on the web generated 600% more views. So, can you think about some of those videos that pre-launched on YouTube? Anybody think of one of those?
More views from what? I don't understand what they're comparing that to.
So, a Super Bowl commercial campaign. So let's say I'm just doing a commercial campaign, and I'm putting out. So what they're saying is the companies that pre-launched on YouTube saw a 600% increase because of that YouTube pre-launch. And conjunction of, hey, that was a really cool, funny video. Now I'm gonna share it with everybody on the planet.
So you're saying video, and we're thinking commercial.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Product,
yeah.
Repackaged, one's for YouTube and one's for TV. So what are some of those videos? Can anybody remember?
Kid Darth Vader.
Kid Darth Vader, huge. Mask. Beep beep. I love that video. I love that video. Yeah.
The truck one. I can't remember.
Truck.
Is it Chevy?
Chevy truck. Okay, I'm trying to
It
remember
was
which
like
one
the
it is.
farmers, and it came the whole story.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Very heartfelt farmer story.
About
Yes.
Farmers USA.
Yeah. So again,
Then Doritos had one where you voted for which one of their videos you liked.
absolutely.
Oh,
So,
five.
so the engagement level, what used to be that you spent a massive amount of dollars
Right.
on a Super Bowl video, commercial, I'll get it clear, commercial, that people see and it's gone in 30 days, now becomes something that you launch the
Institutional.
week before, 2 weeks before. The video is out there, it builds momentum into the Super Bowl, people are looking forward to it, and it goes massively viral after the fact because it's available and shareable.
I always wondered if they made any restriction to the people who bought those spots that they couldn't do certain things ahead of time.
I'm sure there are, but I know that they have been pre-releasing the week
They
before.
have to, as much as those things cost. They
So
have to.
anyway, I'm not going to go on through that. You guys know that video is powerful. Can we agree that video is a very powerful tool to help
Yep.
you get found online?
Absolutely.
Everybody in? You give me 5 fingers, you're all the way in on
All
that?
the way
Okay.
in.
All right. It is powerful. It does work. Video marketing for your business. Why to do it? Video gives visualization. They get to see something about you. Representing yourself online. They get to see who you are, what you're about. And in many cases, see your face and see, how your passion about what you do and how great you are at it translates through the video. Video offers a better user engagement. I would say it's probably, even though an article is equally as shareable, there are just so many places that you can utilize a video, and we'll look at some of those. Video connects you and your business to your target audience in the shortest time frame. People like to read. People prefer video in age segments. So you have an age break, 35-ish, 40-ish. Under would prefer to see a video. Over would prefer to read. So you want to provide both when you can. Videos are accessible on all kinds of devices. Just now watches, right? You got the smartwatch. You can watch a video right there. Videos are easy to share. They go viral. And the best search engines love video. Yes, Google shows videos in search results. I'll talk to you about a scenario that played out. I posted something about this class. Let's see. And let's see. Somebody said, "Hey, I remember this one story about this one company." So the story was I was presenting to a group of accountants. Southern Arizona Accounting something or other. So all the folks that do accounting, and they were a really exciting group.
Yeah.
So I knew a couple of the guys in the group, and I knew they had contracted with a couple of companies here in town, and I knew one of them for sure had spent about $10,000 on optimizing his website for search. So you would expect him to be, at the #1 spot in YouTube, right? Right?
Yeah.
No, he's getting beat by a single lady owner with a YouTube video, which was a testimonial about her company linked to her Google Plus channel. And I can't tell you, his eyes about popped out of his head when I pulled up an incognito search, so no connection to me or anybody else. And she was beating him, and it was all I could do to keep him from laughing, because here, he spent $10,000, and she's beating him with a little flip cam video of a testimony about her company. And just a solo entrepreneur doing really well with it. So, it doesn't always play out that way, but occasionally the search system works such that it really rewards people. I've got a few toys that we'll look at as we go along, and a few props that I'll talk about. Dale's got our mic. So let's talk about where video. This is just a starter. You can put video in so many different places online. There's something new popping up every day. Another place that you can go post your video. By no means is this comprehensive, but again, refer to it. So each individual video that you create, you have the ability to do and let me caution you right here, right now. Don't do all this at once. What I'm talking about is, this is 6 weeks. This is a 6-week process. You're spreading it. You don't want to flood the internet one day with 8,000 shots of your video and whatever you're doing with your business. But you can spread this out over time. So here's a perfect scenario. Talking to a church yesterday, they want to create a real big video, and they were at my class yesterday by the Temp Connection. Thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun. And they said, listen, we're contracting this really pretty expensive video. A week in the life of our church, everything that happens and goes on, and we're going to do 20, 30-minute video. I said, great, awesome. And so then we talked a little bit more and discussed the fact that, okay, you could take that 30 minutes, and if you filmed it correctly, you could cut it into segments of at least 10 to 20 pieces that highlight the different pieces of your organization. Kids, this, that, evenings, what's going on, in small pieces. So that single video could be 20 or 30 pieces of shareable content that you then take through your process somewhat like this. You got a year's worth of pretty cool content if you do it right. And each piece is a little different. Each piece is talking about something else. And again, if you do it right, each piece is very searchable. So it's pointing back to, your.com, your website, talking about who you are as an organization and why you're great at what you do. And people connect with that and they want to watch it. And again, very searchable if done right. Okay? So again, this is by no means an exhaustive list of how to do video. This is just a starter to give you ideas of where you can put your videos online.
And we're going to post these slides. Okay, so you don't have to
Yep,
take
they're
copious
already
notes.
in the Google Plus event, and we'll put them on the Facebook event. And this one I actually am going to push out public as well. So, how about the tools? So there are a vast array of video tools. You can use very expensive, $5,000 HD camera, somebody shoulder mounting that guy, and you can get really small HD cameras now as well with like XLR inputs, audio. That's professional audio, professional camera kind of thing. However, you can go as simple as your phone, and in some cases HD video there, or a flip cam that is HD video as well. So, depending on your needs, depending on the kind of quality of video you need to create, depending on how portable you need to be, I think in most cases, most of you would be shocked at how good this will record, and your phone as well. This is an HD camera, and it will record videos as high quality as an HD Pro from a couple of years ago, a Pro camera, a couple $1,000s. This, I can turn videos out. One of the things to look for this is not a flip, this is a Kodak, but I bought it specifically because it was one of the first that came out with an audio input. So I can plug a lavalier lapel mic into this, put it on somebody, and then I use a little tripod, and I'll just set it in front. Little bitty tiny tripod, it's down on the table. We're having a conversation, and they're doing a testimonial for me. It's very it's substantially less intimidating. So big camera, big setup, and people freeze up and they get all nervous on camera. A lot less of that with this. If you're close in a real quiet room like this, you don't hear AC running and different noises like that. You could actually do this without a mic. When you hear AC running in a building, in your house, wherever you're at, you need a mic. I promise you. It'll sound like a roar. That little small audio. These cameras pick it up so much. So simple lapel mic. Again, you can get that at Radio Shack or Guitar Center. I like the Audio Technica. And if you get one, make sure you get the stereo model, or you'll have to go back and add stereo, duplicate. Anyway,
Stereo.
you need the stereo model. The mono model, you'll have to do some editing to fix what you're doing there.
Okay.
So,
So do you need two of those mics, or how does that work if you are communicating like you're doing like a little interview?
yeah, so different ways. So that Dale's showing you a mic there.
This cost me less than $20.
That's the Audio Technica. We also have one that's more of a boundary mic. So a couple of things again. It's for a small area, so we're on a table. It picks up your voice, my voice, that only works when you have a controlled sound environment. It's got to be fairly controlled and get close. If you're side by side, it works pretty well with a shotgun mic. So this is a shotgun mic. You can put this on a stand, and if I'm recording Maureen, I can point this at her mouth, and it's going to really take out all of the surrounding sound, and I'm really going to get Maureen. So outside in the wind with a wind cover on this, I'm able to still pick up audio from somebody really clear without all of the whistle of the wind interfering. Shotgun mics are really, really valuable in an uncontrolled environment where you need to capture audio. So this is one of those things. Probably the two most important things when you're doing video is sound. People need to hear what you're saying. It needs to be audible and clear. And two would be light. So controlling light, getting it to look right. We battle that in here all the time because we want it to be dark enough that you see the screen, but a bright screen then makes me look like I'm in the dark. And I am in the dark. My wife says that often. But beside the point, so light. Outdoor light is always best, but not outdoor sunlight. Outdoor shade light is really good. So nice. Your camera will really pick up the richness and the color in a nice shadowed outdoor light. Bright light, obviously you're squinting, there's reflective issues and shadows. And so unless you're going for that, a great outdoor shade area is typically great light for video. If you have to be in the sun, make sure the sun is behind you as the camera operator, and you are trying to get where the people in the shot aren't squinting and looking all in pain from the sun in their eyes. So, obviously, I am not covering everything to do with video, guys. It is an art unto itself. I'm talking about you as a business making a quick video, maybe of a testimonial or a process. So, for instance, Mary Ellen, I was thinking for you guys, a really great video would be when you guys go out, Scott or whoever goes out, to look at an estimate on a roof. That you take, again, a phone or a flip cam, and you record when you see a damaged roof, record that and explain to people why this is going to be a problem and why the roof is going to leak. Here's a problem. It's not leaking yet, but here's what's going to happen. You guys know all of that stuff, so just tell the story. And you can do that in 30 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds on a video. Short, 2 minutes or less. Anything over 2 minutes has got to be really spectacular and or educational that I want to learn something from it or nobody's going to watch it. Okay? People look at those video times, that's too long, I'm not going to watch it. A 5-minute video, it's got to be off the charts, somebody doing something spectacular, or you're walking a step-by-step educational piece that somebody needs to learn something
really spectacular or really stupid.
Or really stupid. Yeah. Mom, watch this. One of those videos. Or hey, y'all, watch this. So, phone camera, I love it. And I'll show you a few samples of what you can do with that. Corded or cordless mic, and whenever possible, always on a tripod. Yeah, because everybody's, nobody has a steady hand that's steady as a tripod, or you can also get some balance. If you're moving around and you need to move, you can get some balancers. There's tools for that, or you can even build a simple balancer. Google it on Google, and it'll show you how to build a nice weight balance to keep your camera from tipping. Okay, so Video editing tools, I'm not going to cover these in detail. This is a list. I compared several on the internet. I also dropped you the link down here that you'll be able to see once I publish these. That gives a comparison on these. These are easiest to not as easy and all under $100. There are others. This is just a couple of lists compared, and this is products that are available this year and all under $100. So if you're starting out, you do not need Final Cut or Premiere Pro or something like that. Once you get more advanced, you begin to do it a lot more, then go ahead and upgrade your software. Start simple, start easy. Make it super easy. Start YouTube easy. You can edit on YouTube. I'll show you a couple of simple things you can do there. You cannot do substantial advanced editing on YouTube, but simple things you can do. Okay, video apps. There's tons of them. So for instance, you want to publish to Twitter, tons and tons and tons of ways to host your video online so that you can take a link and then share it out to social channels. YouTube, Vimeo. I like Tumblr because it has a wide variety of hosting tools. It also is the only one that is programmed to do hosted audio. So if you have audio you need to host online and you just need something easy, Tumblr is a great way to do that.
Okay.
Horror movie maker, that's for you guys that are going to go crazy. Specialized tools for making horror movies. So we're going to jump to YouTube. And Dale, if you would probably zoom on the screen, and I'll just talk loud. I can do that. So how many of you guys have been on YouTube and on your channel? How many of you have a channel? Let me ask that, okay? All right, so we have some that needs to create a channel. How many have a Gmail account? Gmail account, everybody? Okay, so you really have a YouTube, you just haven't clicked one button yet. So it's that easy. You go to youtube.com. Now, a new dynamic, and this is where a little bit of difficulty comes in, okay? So now Google has connected your Google Plus page and your YouTube channel. You can choose to opt out of that. But they've also added the ability to, I can add Maureen as an administrator on my Google Plus and YouTube channel. So that's a cool thing. So you can have multiple administrators on your Google Plus and your YouTube channel if they're merged together. So as I log in, it asks me which channel under this Gmail I want to work from. And I'm going to jump over to all my Bismarcks. Here's the current dilemma with this. And I did it to myself last night. I recorded a video that somebody asked a question, and I typically try to answer those with video how-tos so they can know how to do those. So I recorded it, and I used my editing tool. So a lot of your video editing tools will have built-in YouTube publishers. The dilemma is they haven't updated most of those to let you choose the channel. So it defaults to Dale's Gmail account, and that's where my video yesterday uploaded instead of going to our Online Bismarck's YouTube channel.
That's what's driving me crazy.
Right. So the great thing is I did test it this morning on the updated YouTube Android app, and it does allow you to choose which channel. So a lot of what we will talk about today, the simplicity of loading from your phone to your YouTube channel, can create great videos that are very usable on your YouTube channel. You can upload, turn your phone off, stick it in your pocket, and go on your way. And you don't have to wait for the upload to finish. It'll continue to work. And then you have a video on your channel. So, I'm going to go here. Your controls are underneath the little drop down here. These controls over here are for your Google account and your Google Plus page. Over here are your YouTube controls. So I'm going to go to Video Manager first. and show you a few videos. So here are some videos that are on our channel currently. I edited a Hangout to clip a piece out that I wanted to use, and I edited it on YouTube. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the subscribe video that I did for our Facebook last night, and this is the original Hangout that I created this video from. So all of those tools, and this is a list of all your videos, all of those tools I'll walk through quickly today. As you get to your video manager, the controls that you have, basic info and settings, we'll look at that. Enhancements, maybe you need to lighten it or darken it or make it, you can apply a lot of special visual effects to your videos. You can add audio to it. You can add annotations, text on the front of the video, text on the back of the video. You can add captions. You can download your video. So let's say you lose it, your hard drive crashes or something. I lost my video. You're able to download that video in MP4 format, and you can also promote your videos. So just like you can promote Google posts, Google advertisement, you can promote your videos, or you can delete it. A few things to look at on the posts. These are your statistics for the videos, and these are all new. This is monetization. So have you allowed ad monetization on your YouTube channel? People, on the fence on that. If you have massively viral videos, you can make decent money at monetizing your videos. If it's just you and your little business, then probably not, because you're not going to make a lot of money on click ads off of those videos.
So that means that they put a commercial at the front?
Pre-rolled at the beginning, and also click ads on the page.
Okay.
And you can choose and control that. You can say, no, I don't want those, or you can say, I do want those. Let's see, playlist. I'm not going to go through that because you don't need that level of to-do. But basic videos, going to your videos and controlling it. Most of the time when you come into your channel, most of the time this is the control you're going to want to utilize right here. That's upload a video, your video manager, or your analytics. Your analytics, you're going to go see how your videos are performing, how your videos are doing, how many views you have, how many minutes they're watching your videos, etc. And it'll also tell you what your best video, how to set up a Facebook business page is our top video. Imagine that. So I'm going to go back here, and we're going to go to YouTube settings. And look at a few things here. I'm going to go advanced. I'm going to choose this advanced option. Okay. Change your password. It's your account information. Sign out of all your YouTube sessions. I'm going to back up here one. This additional features is one I want you to look at. Connected accounts is your social media account. Facebook only publishes to a profile. They don't publish. You can force it to publish to a page, but you have to use an outside app to do that. You can publish to Twitter and to Facebook, and you're automatically going to publish to Google+, because in most cases your accounts are linked or should be linked. And you can choose what you're going to share on those social channels. Okay, that's connected accounts. Privacy, you can choose your privacy controls. Obviously your email and what notifications you get in your email. Be sure to control those so you don't get inundated. What kind of playback? I would suggest, again, unless you need something special, don't make changes on any of these other than change your email notifications. What do you want to know about and hear about from YouTube? So we're going to go back to overview, because right here under view additional features, you can also, this is where you would create an additional channel. So maybe you have a company and you have 3, 4, 5, 6 different brands that you need to brand and identify. You can create different channels. and you're still controlling it from your one Gmail account. But I'm going to do view additional features. Now here's where some cool bells and whistles are at. You can see most of ours are already done. But if you allow monetization on your account, you can set it up to default to never do monetization, but by allowing it, it allows you to connect your website, connect directly to your website and verify that this YouTube channel connects to your .com. You may need a webmaster to do that for you. It will take some Google Analytics and or Google Webmaster tools to make that connection, or you can do an embedded code feature where you take the code over to your website and embed it into your website. But again, great value in saying, yes, my website, .com, is connected to this branded YouTube channel. Monetization defaults. This is one of my favorite features. Monetization, you just choose it and opt in. So you can go in and say, okay, every time that I want to create a video, I want to start from a default. I want to make it public, or maybe you want to default to making it private so that you get an opportunity to go back home after you loaded it from your phone. You want to go back home and say, okay, yeah, I need to tweak a couple things or cut the beginning of it off, whatever that may be. You can default category, license, title description, monetization, and different pieces so that that is always where you start from. So if you upload a video, this is all going to already be in place, and then you can go edit it at that point. So maybe you're on the fly and you need to put a video out. You could have enough information here so that you can launch the video, hit upload, walk out the door, and then go do whatever you need to do. It's going to publish, again, based on your choice, public or private, with the information that you've put into your default. In-video programming, another really cool feature that allows you to do a few things. So now we have, you can put your logo watermark on the beginning, middle, or end of every video that you put out. So branding, shout your name, who you are, what you do, and then choose a featured video. So you could, at the end, at the beginning, at the middle, it pops up a video and say you should also check out this video. And it could be your About Us, it could be, the next video. You can do a variety of different things there to, again, brand, or potentially another piece would be to have a featured opt-in video. So we got a little video and it's a special. Hey, I got a special for you. I'm going to do this and this and this and this for you. Just click this link and download this thing. Give me your email and I'm going to provide you this stuff. You can make that your bumper video. Just the same term, bumper video is a little video that connects to the beginning or end of a video. And this gives you that control of a featured video that you add to your channel. So what are some other ways that you could use a featured video? Coupons, offers, call to actions, a wide variety of ways that you can use it for a call to action. Click here now, I'm going to do this for you, show you something else. Or maybe you've done an update. So let's say you create a video explaining how to do something. This happens to me fairly often. You do a how-to video on how to do something on Facebook, and then Facebook changes that. So you have to do an update video, and you can add that right to the end of the video to say, hey, by the way, there's an update to this, and you need to know about it. You would also want to connect to that in the comments string. Questions? Thoughts?
So something that, like I was explaining, like what medical improv was, that would be a possibility, perhaps.
Certainly, certainly. I would say this, think in terms of the questions, because this goes to another level, and Eric, he would tell you this for a website. What are the questions that people always ask you again and again and again and again? Make sure you answer those. What is it you do and what do you offer? What is this widget for and how do I use it? So you get that question often. That's a great way to write it, video it and explain it really well, show how to do something with it, show a clip of one of the improv clips, so that you give people a framework of what you're talking about and what the deal is.
And my work has been, like the advocacy piece, is really letting people know what I do. So I've always thought that I could be in front of my computer on the webcam, with just the camera, and with my headset on, and presenting what I'm doing. It's not like I'm showing a product or I'm showing a house or something.
Sure.
Real estate.
Sure, and that's very common. The guy who's done this, one of the guys who's done this better than anybody anywhere is Gary Vaynerchuk. So, yeah, right. If you've ever seen one of Gary's videos or read his books, Crush It. Let's see, what's the other one? There's a new one. I really enjoyed that one.
Thank You Economy.
The Thank You Economy. Really great book. Read that. It gives you a great framework of social media as a whole, and some really great business examples that he lists in there of people doing things with Twitter. What's that?
What's his name again? Sorry.
Gary Vaynerchuk, and I can't spell his last name. Sorry.
VANDERCHUK.
There's another character in there that's out of the norm.
Isn't it UYK?
It may be. Anyway, you'll find him. If you put Gary Van, you'll find him. VA, and then he'll start saying, oh yeah, this guy. So he does videos sometimes, and this is where I say YouTube quality. Gary, I think he wakes up in the middle of the night, and he's got his sleep shirt on, and it's got holes in it, and he throws the video on, and he says, you know what? So, and I'm laughing at the hole in his shirt, but what he's saying is brilliant. He's talking about marketing your business online, and millions and millions. He's turned a wine business, I saw this recently, into a $55 million, basically, marketing idea company. Yeah, they make money at selling wine online, but his marketing and his books have way surpassed whatever he did with his liquor store and or online wine company. So, again, the idea being set in front of your webcam. I say put a decent shirt on and comb your hair. Okay. But, you choose. Maybe that crazy hair look would get some more people to watch your videos.
That's funny.
But the idea, again, is to put out videos, and a lot of videos, not just, I'm going to wait until I get this massively expensive production level video. You'll never get there. I don't say never, forgive me. Never say never, and say never. However, you could certainly put out 20 videos in the meantime that are high quality videos that people would watch that explain what you do and why. And you'll get a lot of traction for it. You'll find that their video is very searchable because there's a lot of, there's no absolute, but the first portion of every video, 20 to 30 seconds, is indexed, so they convert what you're saying into text, so it's searchable. And that's why you'll find, if you say, hey, I'm Michael Gray from onlinebizsmarts.com, and I'm going to talk to you about something to do with a keyword description in the title of what I'm doing, and I go on about my way, and you'll suddenly find those videos when somebody's searching online BizSmarts, or they're searching the keyword that I'm talking about in those videos, they'll begin to be delivered. So text is being, your audio is being converted into text, and it's being searched, so you have the ability to optimize your videos and always say who you are, what your company is, and what you're talking about in a way that maybe, again, optimized on your keyword strategy for your website and your other social media channels. Any questions, guys?
I'm a little confused with, you can get YouTube, or are you on Hangout right now, Google Hangout, or are you YouTube? But you could do either and have them connected, is that it?
Yes, your Google Plus channel is connected to, and I'm about to move anyway, so you have another piece here, the advanced piece, is to where you can change your account information, add your keywords, your channel keywords. So your channel keywords should be, your website keywords, whether you're going to allow advertisements or not. Your analytics, your inbox, I'm going to shrink that back. So analytics, large amounts of data that you can utilize to see how effective you are. Inbox, so this is when somebody is commenting or interacting with you. So they're asking a question on your video, or they're trying to contact you. And creation tools is pretty new. Right now, all that is listed under it is audio library. So let's say you wanted to add some audio filler or some background music. You can do that. These are all free video content. This is all free video content that you can utilize to mix with your video content, and you don't have licensing issues. Where if you've done video very much, and I saw reggae there, so maybe you take a great reggae song and you put it behind, and then YouTube takes the audio off your video because licensing is not allowed from that company. That music company for that song. You'll bump into that quite a lot. Or you'll get a warning that says, hey, while this song is licensed by this company, it's not taking down because they allow you to utilize it on your YouTube background. But it's hit and miss. You can search that ahead of time. But it's very easy here to add audio after the fact. The editing tools, again, are not quite as robust or substantial as you would have in like a desktop video editing tool, to where you can do more fancy fade in and fade out kind of things. It is simplistic and it does work, but anyway, I expect, since they labeled the tab creation tools, that in time there will be substantially more creation tools that are in development to make your videos better on YouTube. Okay, so let's go back and kind of answer that question again, as you were asking, Stephanie, in that your accounts don't have to be merged together, but in most cases, for most business, it makes sense that your Google Plus channel is merged with your YouTube channel. They're all functioning as one. Your controls for Google account and Google Plus are right here. Your controls for YouTube are right here. So your page is your Google Plus page. If I click that, you're going to jump over to our Google Plus page. Your managers, same managers. So if I have admins that I've added on YouTube, they're also administrating my Google Plus page. And your settings, again, this is your YouTube and your Google Plus settings. Switch account, you can be logged into multiple accounts, or again, as I signed in as Dale, she administrates other accounts, and so you can jump to that other YouTube account that you've created under this one Gmail. I think that's a really big addition. I see that as a really big plus, that YouTube added the ability to manage multiple accounts, because there are a lot of marketing companies that manage a lot of accounts, and it's really a pain in the behind to log in and out of 80 different email accounts. You can be a manager on their account. They can still control their Gmail, and they can add you as a manager to where you can't access their Gmail account. But you can go into the YouTube channel and Google Plus and control and do everything you need to do there. Let's see. Dashboard, Video Manager, Community, Channel Settings. So let's go set up our channel. We did monetization, defaults, etc. I don't think we need to change anything else there. So let's go to our channel. Okay, your graphic here, you have a great deal of ginormic space that is much too large. I understand why, and I'll show you, in that when you edit the channel art, I'm going to temporarily select a photo from somewhere. Let's grab photos from the web. Alright, so let's just grab a logo. It's too small. And here it tells us the size the optimal size for the YouTube channel is 2,046 by 1,152. I still don't
That's
see.
almost impossible to
So
find.
really, that about the only way that plays out, and this is what YouTube is doing, is this is where you're connecting to TV. So you're doing YouTube on TV, giant logo, etc. Because most of the time you'll notice on the desktop you can only see a small strip of it. But when you do put those larger images in, let's see if I can find one. We're just going to grab one. Here is the example of the Y. Okay, so TV, they're showing you it's this big giant frame filling image. So it scales to different devices. The whole reason YouTube really revamped the look of it, people were really upset because there's some really cool graphic things you used to be able to do and control the background and different things. But now, as you pull out a phone, as we saw how many people are using YouTube via a phone, they can see your brand. They can see your graphic logo up top. If they're on a desktop, if they're on an iPad, it scales to that size device. And then it will also show you, I'm going to hit adjust the crop. Very important, because you need to make sure and that this part right here is the part that really identifies your branding. The rest of it is just graphic. This is what everybody is going to see, that little strip in the middle. And I can't give you dimensions on that. I can't remember what they are. It is approximately 800 by 200. 800 by 175, I'm going to say. Don't quote me on that. It's in the ballpark. How's that? Fair enough? So they're giving you a little box to say this is what people are going to see on a desktop, and this is what people are going to see on a mobile device or on an iPad. So you want to make sure if you're going to put your face in there or your logo in there, it needs to be in that section when you upload the video. Or graphic, sorry. Okay, so we're not going to upload that one. And you can see we've done that. So your editing tool here, again, this is a channel. When somebody lands on your YouTube channel, this is where they're going to be brought to when they go to look and or subscribe. So I'm going to edit the links. So here's where you can come and add all the links to your website, your social media, and your blog, and everything else. You can have, so we've got our website, LinkedIn, the link for how to on our blog, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Pinterest, and there's more that you can add to that. So again, I think my rule of thumb is if there's a way to put a link and they've provided it for you, be sure to put the link. No matter what channel you're on, always fill in every blank and add a link if there's an ability to add a link. You want to have your accounts linked as much as it makes sense, and or they've provided a way to do so. So it makes sense. Why wouldn't you link your Facebook and your Twitter? Rarely, I've never seen a situation where it would be a bad thing. Unless your channels look really bad, and then let us know. We'll help you fix that. Okay. Feature other channels. So you may have other brands. You may control other brands within your company. You have a big corporation and it has this product and this product and this product, so you can cross-promote those other channels on your channels. And right here, top right, is your channel checklist. As you begin to set up and walk through the process, it's going to prompt you right here on the different things that you need to add and do for your channel. So if you get lost right here, okay, what do I need to do? What have I forgotten to do? It'll bring your attention right there, and it'll show you once they're done or not done. And it'll prompt you, hey, you need to fix this, or you need to fix this. Okay, you guys ready to make a video? Okay, so we're going to make a video this time from my phone, and I got this case for a couple of reasons. It's fairly safe for the phone, but it also has a little kickstand. I really love that. Because it has a front and rear facing phone, I can sit down beside somebody, make the phone face us, and we can record a video together. Or I can set it here, make sure I've got it visually set where I can see it and it's where I want it to be, and I can have a conversation with Maureen and record a video that way. Or you can get little clips that will hold it on a tripod. Just a little squeezy clip that mounts to the top of a tripod. So you can set a little ultra pod like this, or a little mini pod like that. Or you've got some that have a little twisty legs where you can wrap it around and connect it to something so that you can create a video. So I'm going to turn this on and switch it over to video mode. And I'm going to record a video of you guys. So everybody's smiling faces, waving hi. How's it going, everyone? Oh, look, you guys, awesome. Great looking bunch. Okay, so I've recorded that video. And now I'm going to take the video, and I'm not able to switch it to the screen mode on this one, where I can show you what I'm doing. But on your iPhone or on your Android, if you're on a BlackBerry, I'm sorry. I don't know. I can tell you, it's so out of date. Anyway, besides the point. So I'm going to take the video, and I'm going to go to My Sharing Tools, which is going to be on the screen somewhere once you go to the video itself. I'm actually already set on YouTube. And I'm going to choose YouTube. And I'm going to leave it at default at this point. And I'm going to go to upload. And I have already preset that it's going to I think, yes, it is going to our Online This March video. So it's that simple. It's uploading to my channel. It prompted me to add a description and a title. And is this a public video or a private video? So you can choose that in the process. What are the tags that you want to add to the video? So we're going to look at that in just a moment. And what other information? Public, private. Oh, and then it always asks you a category. What category? Is this educational? There's a wide variety of categories. There's no perfect fits for some of your videos. It can be a how-to, it can be educational. People and blogs is a good kind of generic one. But there's a lot of different choices, but they're not real specific. So let's say that we're going to upload. And you can drag and drop files in here. So you've got, let's say you've created a video, you've encoded it or created the video, and it's somewhere on your desktop or in a hard drive. You can just open that up and drag and drop it here, or you can click on that and choose your file, go find a video. Oh, cool! It's got the old wildlife sample video. I'm sure there's 8 billion of these on Facebook because people are showing you how to do this process. So it's in the process of uploading that video. I'm going to give it a title, and you can see my default already pops in. I start with my URL. My tags, my default tags are already in place. So I change those. I don't leave them the same every time. I tag the video appropriate for what's in it. What am I talking about in the video? What am I doing in the video? So you can add tags here. It'll give you suggestions, so there's pretty good suggestions that you can just click and add, or you can just type enter. So you're sharing, you can come over here. I don't want to share this, and I don't want to make this public because I'm just showing you guys an example of how to do this, walking through the process. Monetization, you can see the green lights on if I were to leave this up. And then here's the other thing that I really, really love that they added a while back. It's been over a year. But the ability to add a custom thumbnail. Because in the past, if you did videos, inevitably it captured about 20 to 30 seconds from the front, 20 to 30 seconds from the back, and a clip from the middle, and inevitably you were going or you had some kind of weird, and those were the options that were going to show up when you embed that video on a website or take it over to Facebook, etc. They were awful.
Yeah.
So now, and Vimeo was ahead of YouTube on this. This was right off the bat. You had the ability to upload an image that represented what you wanted that video. So you can put your logo there. You can put nice smiling face or whatever it is that you want to start that video. So now when I take the embed code for this video and I take it and I go put it into my blog, or I take it and I go put it on Facebook or Google Plus or Twitter or wherever else, that opening frame is what I chose instead of my ugly, weird looking, look like I'm in pain. Some of those are really entertaining, but they're not necessarily how you want to communicate with your audience in a professional way. Now, if you're making a video and you really want to taunt somebody, that's different. I mean, find the ugliest clip you can and make sure that you make fun of them appropriately. So you can upload that photo. Once it's done, it'll provide you the 3 clips, and sometimes that makes sense. And so Dale actually also made a video here and uploaded.
And I even gave it a name.
Me
Mike
teaching on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So that quick and that easy. So setting right there, put your phone away, go about your business. Now, you have settings within your YouTube on your phone to where it'll only upload on Wi-Fi, and some of you on 4G it'll allow you to upload on Wi-Fi and on your data plan. Make sure that you're on an unlimited plan, because video takes a lot of bandwidth and a lot of usage, uploading and downloading video and watching video. So if you have an open plan and it allows you to do so, turn the phone off, put it in your pocket, and go on your way. And it'll upload while you do the rest of your day. It will use a lot of battery. So if it's a really long video, you shouldn't be uploading it anyway from your phone. Short videos, short videos, short videos, short videos. People love to consume short, small videos. They may even listen to something boring if it's 30 seconds. However,
there's a goal.
If it's 3.5 minutes, I can guarantee you they won't click on and watch your video about how to prepare taxes. I'm sorry, tax people. It just is the nature of what you do.
Mike?
Yes.
If you choose that it will only be uploaded via Wi-Fi, does it wait till you're within range of Wi-Fi and then
Yes.
it automatically
Most
uploads?
apps on
It just
most
kind of
phones
waits. Okay.
will just hold it until you hit the Wi-Fi and
Okay.
start uploading. But everything depends on your phone. They vary greatly in what the apps do and don't do, and how they function. And a piece of that is who your service provider is and how your plans work, etc. Okay, we are moving right along. Anything I forgot or questions that you may have on how to create a video? Anyone? 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 Yes.
You had when you had the list up of the editing software options, the one that was from Adobe. Do you know, is that part of that suite, that creative suite you can get? No.
No, if you get the Creative Suite, you would get Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the Porsche model of Adobe Elements. Adobe Elements is made for consumer. It's a consumer version. Works great. It's cool. It has a lot of easy process type. Premiere Pro is you need to know a little bit about what you're doing, because it's substantially more advanced, and it initially will look overwhelming to you. But if you get to that level, it's cool and it'll do a lot of stuff.
We thought we might have to get that suite for other creative
Yeah, if you're
projects.
getting it, yeah, you can definitely learn it. I've learned everything I know about video editing from YouTube and other training services. Lynda.com, I use them a lot. I subscribe there. If I want to learn how to do anything with software, I go to lynda.com and learn it. LYNDA.com.
Huh?
Not lindasparks.com.
Yes.
Maybe we could go through, if we have
I was
time.
going to do some publishing, but
Oh, okay, no. I just thought if you had time, you could go through a video on how you would edit it. Actually edit it
on YouTube. Thanks, Dale. I had that on my task and I didn't do it. So let's take this wonderful video that Dale has uploaded here, and we're going to initially go to Info and Settings and see if we need to change anything there. We probably need to put a description. Eric, have you heard anything anything changing? It's always been the model that you put your URL at the beginning of the description. Anything change on that as far as SEO?
Well, everything goes back to keywords. I'm not sure about actually having your full URL in front of a video, but it definitely needs to be there.
Yeah. Okay. So in your description somewhere, you're going to put that, and again, Eric, right on the money, keywords, describing what you're talking about and doing in the context of what your keywords are for search, because you need to say them in the video, and then you need to write them in the description and the title. Very powerful.
Specifically what they are actually looking for. And the Google Keyword Planner, which used to be the keyword tool, is the beginning of finding out what you need to do in that realm.
Yep. And if you haven't done that analysis, I definitely encourage you to do so. Most of what we teach when it comes to social media is always going to come back to somewhere to use your keywords and your descriptions and your information. Very important here because, again, this becomes searchable like a written document. Not the whole thing, but at least the beginning of the video. And what you say in your title and your description is largely what's going to come up when somebody says, how do I, or what is, or looking for your product, or location. I migrate from Tucson, Arizona, and I do real estate over, and here's a great home, so etc. Right? Who I am, who I work for, what my keyword connection, and location based on if I'm really trying to optimize location search.
So if you'd be uploading the video onto, let's say, WordPress, would it basically be the same title and description?
Basically, you may want to revise it a little bit in your written copy, and you may want to, in your title, describe, here is a video of, how-to video of, because when people say, oh, it's a video, I get to click and watch, that can really entice people versus just the title. Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
So for websites and blogs and so forth, typically you want to make sure that you're looking at your very first 70 characters. You really don't want to go much more than that because Google's going to truncate that anyway when it comes up in a search.
I'm not going to spend any more time with that. We're going to come down here and put YouTube and continue on. So I'm going to save those changes. Here's where, again, I choose my thumbnail. See if I can get it. I don't have a super goofy face there other than my normal goofy face. I could come again and upload a logo here to start. And then right up top here is where I can begin to do, save my changes, enhancements. I'll take you over here. Auto fix. It can fix blurry. You can go black and white. You can do vignette. There's a lot of different tools to do there. Here's your stabilize tool. So, warning, it doesn't fix everything. It will help a little bit on stabilization. If you start on a tripod, you won't need this. Always start on a tripod if at all possible. Let's see, additional features here. You can blur all the faces. Cool tool if you are doing a video with a bunch of kids in it. Because you can't show their faces. And you really need permission to show anybody's faces. Can I have your permission to show your faces?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to blur all your faces on that video I shot. So this is a quick and easy way to do that. Instead of having to go into the substantial editing mode, this is a real smart option that will find faces and blur
That was
them.
under additional features.
Under
then.
additional features, yep.
I didn't even know
And you
about
just
that.
hit apply here, and it'll blur my face out. But I don't want to blur out my goofy face. I'm going to back up. Again, here is audio. Same as if you had creation tools over here. You can integrate video, audio. Annotations, very powerful tool. Here is where you would go and begin to add, let's add a title. let's say that this is YouTube how-to class. It resizes itself. You can change it either black or white. You can change the font size. And down here is where you control where it starts. Most of the time for me, I like to have that start at the beginning of a video. So it's going to start. It's going to be up for a length of time and then fade away. You can control the start and end right here, customize. So leave it up long enough to make sense, but not too long to be annoying. You can add that at the beginning, or sometimes you do a video and you need to add a lot of annotation. So maybe somebody's saying something, you can't quite hear what they're saying. You're going to go ahead and drop a little text in there to say, you know, the words that they were saying to help clarify. Subtitle. Hopefully you don't have to do that for the whole video because it's not really conducive to do it. You'd be better off doing that in the editing software and it'd be easier. So again, jump to the end. I could come over here and I could go ahead and add, I could add the same thing that I did before, or I can add a different one at a different place. So let's add a label. A label allows me to make this URL clickable. So I can add a label here, and you can see right here, I can click on link, and I can have this go to a special offer. I can have this go to my website. I can have it go to a variety of places. In fact, it'll say right here all the different places you can go. So I can have this go right to my shopping cart. I just explained, you know, this great product I have, and I'm going to take you right to my shopping cart from the end of the video. Again, just like a website, a smart call to action, getting people to take an action. You created this great video, now what do you want them to do? Make that available for them and easy for them to utilize.
So do they have to click on something to go to that?
Yeah, this box, this frame, and you can resize it,
Okay, so they do have to click on it.
and you can add content in it as well. I'm not going to. I am actually just going to save that. And here you have to choose to publish, because it's going to basically, okay, go add all the little pieces that you just added to that video. So some reasonably decent editing tools. The other thing that you can do is you can clip the video. You can add captions. And jump back to another video. So for an example, I took this video and I wanted to get this part where I explained the new updates on Facebook out of it. So I took this video that was an hour and 2 minutes with all of us on a hangout, and I clipped out the part where I did a screen share and I walked through some of the new things that Facebook has done.
Cool.
So you can clip the beginning and the end of your video.
Are you going to show us how to do that?
Yeah. So I'm going to start right here, and you go to your trim feature. So I'm in enhancements. I'm going to go trim, and it's really just drag and drop. I can go here, I can go here, okay? And if you'll notice right here on the save button, it's changed it to save as. So instead of just overwriting that video, now I'm going to save it as, and this is where, let's say you've got that brilliant 20-minute video. But that's a little too much. Maybe you put that into a website, but you need to clip the pieces of it, the segments of it out that are really great. You can do that with this tool once it's uploaded to YouTube, and go then and edit, add the beginning annotations, the end annotations, all the different pieces you want to it, right here within YouTube without having to have additional editing software.
That is awesome.
This does do basic editing. It is not, again, if you need to get fancy, you're going to need a desktop editing software.
What percentage of the time are you able to get your needs met using that software?
I don't ever use it. I do everything. Other than when I need a link on the end of a video, I do everything in desktop editing software because it's my comfort zone.
Right.
I'm very used to it. I know how to do it, encode it. I can also do some other manipulation you know, before I upload it to YouTube. Typically what I'll do here is when I've got something that's already on YouTube and I need to take a piece or something out, or I needed to, you know, at the beginning of the video it was messed up or something like that. Okay, anything question-wise on, if you mess up, you've got the old revert to original back button, so, or undo. That is video editing. What I did want to cover is, let's go back to info and settings. You've got advanced settings. You can add a location, recording date, and add some other information to your video. You can enable age restriction if you had something that you didn't want kids to see. But on your video itself, let's jump to... Is this a public video or private video? Don't you hate hearing yourself on a live audio? Public video. Okay.
It doesn't sound like you. Huh.
So share. This is a private video, so you can't share it. Let's go to
Well, you can make it.
an unprivate video, or I could make it public. But let's just go to one that's already done. Here's you guys. I'll go back and edit that later. Let's take this guy.
I'm going to show you a few.
Okay, much better audio. That's the difference in a mic and speaking into a camera at a distance. If you are recording with your phone, the rule of thumb is closer is better. And the closer you can get, the better the audio is going to be. If you get anything beyond, I would say anything beyond 5 feet, you need a microphone, because you're going to get ambient, or it's going to have that really hollow kind of tinny sound, because these are cool devices, but it's not a video camera with a... So like that video camera, it has a built-in shotgun mic. It picks up everything directly that you're speaking to it. So you can maybe get 8-10 feet with a camera like that. With a phone or a flip, you need to be close. It's going to be a better video up close anyway. So let's talk about sharing, because now you've created this brilliant video, and where do you want to put it? Everywhere, right? Here are some initial automated sharing tools. You can copy and paste the link. It's the same link that would be up top. You can go ahead and share it to Facebook and all of these other social channels. But if you notice right here is the embed feature. And so now I can take this video, take this little snippet of code, and anywhere that I can put HTML code on my website, or in some cases either on other sites, now I can take this video and go insert it. So on WordPress, I could take this and put it into a blog post. There's also tools that I can add to WordPress or other publishing websites that would allow me even to just drop the link and it'll automatically put it into the post. I typically like to go this way because I want to be able to go in and manipulate the size of the video in some cases. Sometimes I want a smaller video that has a bunch of text around it, and sometimes I want to fill the frame all the way as large as my blog post width is. So here, I can take this code, and it has the size in it, and I can change that. It'll also allow you right here to pre-pick the size. So it starts out, this particular video is 420 by 315. Let's say I wanted to go big. Now it's 960 by, so now it's going to be about the width of my website frame if it's average website. 1,000 or around 1,000, so it's just a little bit underneath that 1,000. Or the other thing I can do there is I can go custom size, and I could put in the dimensions I need for that. Keeping in mind that if I stretch it beyond the size of the YouTube video insert, it's just going to be a black section up top and below once I get out of scale of what size a normal video is. Okay, so here's one of the most important things when embedding a video. Do you want it to show other suggested videos when the video finishes?
Hell no.
Almost always no.
Yeah,
Because why?
because it's all these other goofy stuff.
Or it's
Or
other
competition.
it's your competitors. So as somebody else that's good at what you do, it's going to show them. You don't necessarily want to market for your competitor. Maybe you do. Maybe they're so bad that you want people to go see what they do. Then go ahead and choose that option. But if not, go ahead and uncheck that box, and then your embed code will not allow it to go ahead and give those suggestions afterwards. I've seen some really embarrassing suggested video situations.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody's calling, oh my gosh!
Oh, because there's something.
There's something really
Off
awful
color,
being
yeah.
suggested, you know.
Yeah.
It's some, anyway. You've seen
Yeah.
some of the stuff on YouTube that you wouldn't necessarily want people seeing on a website or something else.
Especially if they think you're personally recommending it,
Yeah.
which some people might think. Actually.
So I'm going to actually take the steps because I think, if I'm not, I will be. I'll jump into our website. I had a Y there. I'm doing YouTube, onlinebizmarch.com. Okay, it's loading, it's loading. We're doing the slow skis and the turtle web.
That was fast.
Yeah, not bad. All right, so I'm going to go to post, add new post. And again, depending on your website, the type of website you use, it's going to be similar. It's not exact. Sometimes, again, you can add additional tools here through plugins that will allow you to immediately embed a video. It's very simple. If you go to text, paste in the what you copied from YouTube, there's my video. Okay, so it's pretty simple and easy. And so I can put text in above it, around it if it's small enough, and then publish it to my channel. So again, that would be how to do it on your website. If you're on Facebook, I don't even know my password. Okay, so let's go to our channel. Dale's already beat me to the punch there.
That's a different video.
Oh, it is? Man, you were busy, Dale.
Yeah,
Go to
I was
town.
practicing.
That one.
Love it.
She's getting an A. She's teacher's pet.
That's right. Well, you can never have too many videos to share. People like them. Oh, I still have the iframe. Sorry. You can do it that way, but you can embed the iframe and then clean it up because it picked up the URL from that coding. Just make sure, and again, one of my pet peeves, always clean that coding up once you get your link. Take it out. Now, if at this point you needed to change the description, you can change the title here, and you can change the description here. Make sure you say something about the video, just so we speed things along. I'm just going to do that and hit post. So as that eventually loads, this is video direct from YouTube. So let's talk about how many different ways this video could be presented even here on Facebook.
Just want to clarify, you put the embed code in.
I did, so don't
Okay.
do that. It
So
still
if you
works.
do that, make sure you take
Just
it
take
out.
the link over. Just take the link that you on the share feature. I forgot I had it copied when I was there. So I'm going to come back here and I would be in share mode, share this video, and I'm just going to take this over to YouTube. You can publish directly from here, but if you notice, this defaults to posting on my personal wall. I don't want to post it on my personal wall. I'm going to post it on my business wall. So that's why I'm going to take the link and then go over to Facebook. Let's jump back to Facebook. Here, drop the link. It does the same thing, but again, take that out. I'm not going to publish it a second time. So you can take this same video, and I can take it and I can upload it to the channel. When you upload a video to Facebook, it provides a big, full-framed presentation, a much more robust and better-looking presentation of that video. Because, they want everybody to put their videos on Facebook instead of YouTube, so they're going to present that video in a better way. Well, it may be that you get better and more attention by uploading it to Facebook first, or come back a week later and upload it to Facebook, because it's going to look completely different from this. It's going to pull the title, you'll have a little bit of description that you'll add, and it'll be completely different looking than this post that came directly from YouTube. So again, that same video can be used over and over and over again because it presents itself very differently. So typically on any given video, we will present it in 2 to 3 ways. I'm going to do all the other uploads that I talked about from the slideshow, but on Facebook specifically, I'm going to do a link post like this. I'm also going to embed it and put it into a blog post because I want to drive traffic back to my website, always back to the website. And then I'll publish that blog post here, and then I'll actually upload the video here at a later date as well. So maybe we go wait week, 2 weeks in between those. But again, if you have 10 videos, that's a lot of content over time that you've got churning through your site with your other great diverse content that you're creating on Facebook.
How
Yes.
would it look on LinkedIn? I mean, how would you make that?
LinkedIn is just like I'm doing here on Facebook. You take the link over, and it's identical. It pops up the little box, and then you take the link out. You can say something about it and hit publish.
And so it would actually be the video. I guess I haven't really paid attention.
Yeah, it would be on LinkedIn. What you'd be doing you could share the link to the video anywhere that you upload it. I don't know. Yeah, the Facebook one comes over to LinkedIn decent, but sometimes it's a little glitchy. Sometimes it'll just say facebook.com, and you'll have to come back. But other times it'll publish it and it'll show the video, etc.
Or just have them go directly to my website.
I mean, always, when you have the ability, embed this video in your website and drive traffic back there, because that's where you convert the shopping cart or whatever else you want the person to do next. Trade you an email, etc. Some people create great how-to videos and then trade those how-to videos for opting into your email list. Hey, I've got a great video to show you how to, and if you'll just give me your email, I'll shoot that video to you. And that's when you keep your video private on YouTube, so only those that you share the link with can utilize it. But drive them to, if you have the option, and it's going to be your one and only option, I would say always default to driving that traffic to your website. Any other questions? We're done.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.